What's up, y'all? Vince Makers. That's called 4 Books Every Black Person Should Read, Part 4. Enemies of Africa. This book literally actually speaks about how the Western world literally, how they actually became rich by stealing from the rich, and pretty much, and he even speaks about how different Western power literally ran up on Africa, and pretty much which region of Africa that they actually had literally ties to, or pretty much that they actually colonized and owned the resources within those regions of Africa, including how much they actually generated by doing so, right? He literally explained the proper actually term is actually called a scrape of Africa, if I'm pronouncing that word right, but I'm gonna spell it out. SCRAMBLE of Africa. So this is pretty. These niggas was in a huddle. Like all the Western powers was in a huddle. Like, okay, we gonna run up on Africa and we gonna take all their resources. We gonna run up on them, act like we their buddy and friend, but really we the secret ops. We gonna run up on these niggas. We gonna take all their resources, shake their hands, smile on their face, but we gonna take everything that's there. And those ties that they have with those countries trace back to colonization period. That's pretty much what it actually literally traced to. So one thing he also literally explained in his actual book right here, that the Western world literally giving themselves excuses to justify their actions upon black people. You know, the proper term of that is called scientific racism. Well, you know, I forcefully took her virginity, you know, or I forcefully have sex with this person without her permission, but it's not rape, guys. She wasn't a human to begin with. She was, you know, black people was mostly animals, so we should not be accountable of our actions of what we did to these animals. They mostly animals. He literally explained in his actual book right here, Enemies of Africa. He literally explained they literally created laws and systems to place themselves above black people. That's pretty much. It's only through their system, only through slave laws and system that they actually place black people above them. Because in reality, if black people was in the same platform as whites, we would surpass them. He literally said that. That's the reason why they try to oppress you. Make sure that you do not do what you did in the past. Because if you will surpass. Not just, you will be a, say for example, if Africa actually cut ties with the resources that the Western powers is actually gaining from them. If they actually start doing it on their own, you can just imagine what they're doing. And if they want to be aware of their history and their roots, they will surpass. They'll be the most powerful political power on the planet, and they know that. So they said, we're gonna keep these niggas down. We're gonna keep capping them about their history, and we're gonna get away with it. Yeah. Highly recommend. This book is actually a reference book. One of my favorite books, classic book. Anybody come to my crib, this is probably the first book I'm actually gonna hand to them. Like, no cap. One of my favorite books. Number 2, Angry Black Women Syndrome. This book is actually one of my favorite books of all time. She literally explains about that the origin of the blackface, not the blackface, but the angry black woman trace to racism. It's rooted in racism, where I can't remember the name of the play top my dome, but I remember white men used to put on like black faces to portray black people, but it's mostly the stereotypes of black people in these like plays that they was performing. I think it was the 1700s, 1800s. I can't remember the precise year neither, but you probably know what I'm talking about. They paint their face black because at that time there was no black actors. Black people could not have these sort of roles, so they was doing it. That's where that came from, the angry black woman, and etc. They was like portraying the black woman was angry and etc. like that. Over time, when they stopped doing it, we picked up the mental. We start doing it willingly just to get a check. And that's something TV shows like I'm the Man, and including movies and TV shows even today. But people not really understand what they're doing. She's explaining in this book that the reason why they're actually doing it, so when black people get murked or get killed or anything like that, they said, well, black people want to bring ignorance to the world. They won't be missed. Don't matter. They full of ignorance. I'm going to get a little sidetracked. That's actually a fun fact. I'm going to say fun fact, but it's still connected to pretty much the topic. It's real similar with police terrorism, or police, as people call it, police brutality. When they over here running up on black people, handcuffing them and, pull out their gat and shoot off his fucking wig, shoot him in the fucking head, all kinds of stupid shit they actually doing to black people, right? And they kill this nigga twice. They kill him right on camera for the world to see, and then they kill him on the media. Wait a minute, guys, he was a thug in training. Why y'all niggas tripping? You don't see him, he holding a 40, middle fingers to the camera. He was a thug in training. Look, it's a picture right there. He's smoking the icky. You know how black people felt about the icky. He was smoking weed. He was smoking the icky. Well, he's a thug in training. Yeah, he would have grew up and became a thug anyway. That's what they doing. And we keep promoting it. Thinking this, we are laughing and enjoying our own destruction. So when other countries watch United States TV, that's all they're going to see about black people. That's why they don't want you in their country. Because that's what they think you're going to bring there. Oh, that nigga going to bring violence. He going to bring ignorance. He going to bring... And she literally explains it in this book. I'm just going left. I'm just talking about some other aspects, but it's still connected to this book. She even speak about it in this actual book here, but she also talk about like the main roots pertaining to like the angry black woman, including a variety of other topics. I like the way she explains pretty much what she talks about. It feels like she a scientist. I really recommend you copy it. The last two end with is 19 white men who admitted they were indigenous black people in Americas. And black people are indigenous to the Americas. These two booklets speaks about that white people been knew the Africans been inhabited America way before 1492 in slavery. They been knew. They out here in these streets, motherfucking capping like, you know, the population, the whole entire population of America was originally brown skin, pretty much black, or pretty much like dark skin complexion. They been knew. And when you read, especially this book, this book talked about the notes, letters, and journals of what the colonizers said to who they saw when they came here. Notes, letters, and journal. I'm surprised no one is not talking about this. I have other books like this in my room. That's why I'm saying Africans has been in America. The fuck these people was talking about? They know this shit the whole entire time, and they go to cap. No, nigga, shut the fuck up, Cortez. It was because of slavery. That's how y'all two was introduced. Slavery. They over there capping. They been knew that it was been a population of Native Americans. That's why they said the Native Americans look like the Ethiopians. Ethiopian was a term, especially in ancient period, where it was only pretty much identified as Africans, right? But they even called Native Americans as such. But the way they worded, I'm talking about like how they described the Native Americans, they said they look like Ethiopians. So they said, we can tell they're not we can tell they're not Africans, but they look like them. As he was referring to the Native Americans. He explains it in this ridiculous, he explains it in this book. Also, in this book, that white people been knew. These are white scholars, enterologists, all kinds of crazy shit. They been knew the whole entire time Africans was been living here in America. Especially evidence they dug up, evidence they knew, and they said, if we shut the fuck up, it'll go away. If we don't talk about it, it'll go away. No cap. I have other books like this. You watch my previous video, I actually spoke about them. Watch any video about the African presence in ancient America or something like that. I actually presented the books to you. Showed you the books, want you to look at it. I literally want you to cop them. You know, in those videos, but he explains it in this book and this book. They been new. They just doing what they do best, and that just play dumb. That's all I gotta say about that, y'all. Peace.